Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. And we begin with the board game that made Do Not Pass Go, Boardwalk, and the Reading Railroad part of everyday conversation, next in line for a social makeover. Monopoly is replacing all 16 of its community chess playing cards to remove old, dated messaging. Among those on the outs, get out of jail free, and second prize in a beauty contest. In will be sayings that celebrate community with rewards for rescuing a puppy or shopping local. Other cards would penalize players for forgetting to recycle or blasting music late at night. Hasbro owns Monopoly and is the same company that dropped the Mr. and Mr. Potato Head. If you'd like a say in what will be in Monopoly 2.0, you can vote at monopolycommunitychest.com. Sister Jean's done it again as the 101-year-old nun cheered from the sidelines. Her Loyola Chicago Ramblers stunned #1 seed Illinois yesterday to move to the Sweet 16. The team's last Cinderella run with her by their side came in 2018 when they made it all the way to the Final Four. But the Ramblers weren't the only surprise of the weekend. Abilene Christian upset Texas, Oral Roberts beat Ohio State and Florida, and Virginia Commonwealth didn't even get to take the courts because of positive coronavirus tests. More games are on tap today. March Madness ends with a championship game on April 5th. For proof that COVID cabin fever is real, look no further than American airports. Saturday marked the 10th straight day that more than 1 million travelers passed through security checkpoints. Friday was a new pandemic record breaker with just under 1.5 million people taking to the skies, many for spring break. Health experts aren't happy. Although about 13% of the U.S. population is fully vaccinated, 87% still isn't. And the CDC continues to recommend that we all stay close to home. Europeans don't have much of a choice. Cases there are spiking again, and more lockdowns are looming. Those planning the Summer Olympics in Tokyo have been watching the global spread of COVID carefully, and they've just made a big decision. While the games will go on, international spectators are out. The International Olympic Committee says the risk of another wave in Japan is too high to allow outside visitors. That reportedly suits the host nation just fine. Several surveys have shown that up to 80% of Japanese citizens don't want to hold the games at all. NASA's miniature Mars helicopter is inching closer to its historic flight. Friday, Ingenuity passed its final tests, and tomorrow the space agency will brief the world on next steps. First, the Perseverance rover will drop the debris shield that protects it and the chopper from rocks. Then it'll mosey across the red planet to the just-found chopper zone, where it'll spend about a week getting ready for the big event, the first ever powered flight on another planet. If all goes well, Ingenuity will fly about 5 inches above the Martian surface for 20 to 30 seconds. As short as that sounds, it'll be long enough to make history and set the stage for every out-of-this-world flight yet to come. In other KidNuz notes, back here on Earth, Finland has bragging rights yet again. For the 4th year in a row, the Nordic nation has been named happiest on the planet. The list by the Gallup World Poll is based on, amongst other things, generosity and freedom. Right behind Finland is Iceland, Denmark, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. The U.S. moved up to 14th, just behind Canada at 15th, the U.K. dropped to 18th, and Australia held on to 12th place. If happiness is a warm puppy, tomorrow is going to be a great day. Expect to see a bounty of beagles and a gaggle of goldens, especially on social, to celebrate National Puppy Day and all the wags they bring to families. Can't get enough? Check out a live cam of service puppies as they train. It'll be up 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time through tomorrow. We've put a link on our website. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. What classic board game is getting a makeover? Monopoly. More than 1 million people a day have passed through airports for how many days in a row? At least 10. Who has just been banned from the Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Anyone coming from outside of Japan. What is the world's happiest country? Finland, according to the Gallup World Poll. In One for the Road, he's done his last 540. Legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk made the 1.5 rotation Ollie famous back in 1989 and spent the last 32 years perfecting it. Mr. Hawk is 52 now, and landing it is a whole lot harder. Before hanging up the trick for good, though, he decided to stick it one final time. The grandfather of skateboarding posted a video to Instagram showing fall after fall, including one that wiped out a camera, tripod, and even his pinky. After nailing it, he officially retired it and admitted to being pretty sad. So why stop? The older he got, Hawk said, the less excited he became at the thought of slamming unexpectedly into the flat bottom of a pipe. Before we go, it's time to shout out our teachers and their classes, starting with Ms. Kyle at Royerton Elementary in Muncie, Indiana, Ms. Einspar at Meehan in Belvedere, Illinois, Ms. Polden at Pearl Zanker in Milpitas, California, Ms. Groner at Doby's Bridge in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and Mrs. Cottrell at Saranac Elementary in Saranac, Michigan. Thanks for listening, everyone. A friendly reminder to rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and we might put one of your comments on our website. We'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.